We're back.
We're back. A day late, not a dollar short, but a day late, and that's my fault. But we're back.
We're back, baby. I just had a 2-hour meeting and my throat is
Oh,
conference throaty. So
what could you be doing for 2 hours?
what is the only thing people talk about these days in technology?
AI.
They say right here.
For 2 hours? What do
Yeah.
you have to talk about?
Yeah, we were discussing like a AI based feature in HelpSpot and if we want to do it. And Matt did a like prototype. And so we were discussing the prototype and so on and so forth. But
Are we
everything's
doing
tricky
it?
with the AI. Right now, we're not doing it. It's
Sorry, Matt. Condolences, Matt.
at least he used AI to build it, So it only
Mm,
took him like 4 or 5 hours. So it's not like the old days where it's like you got to throw out this 3 weeks of work, and that was
yeah.
a bummer. But yeah, it's the kind of thing that requires like a bunch of simultaneous AI calls,
Mm,
but like a thing that has to be done in order, and like it starts to get complicated, and you make people wait, and people don't want to wait, and I don't know. Right now, we're shelving it. I think is the current plan.
that's a
Yeah,
pity.
that is a pity. I do like this feature a lot, but it'll get in there some way. Sam Altman's going to make the AI super fast soon, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be super fast and continue to be basically free, I'm sure. I'm sure that's not gonna come back to bite us.
The real thing the AI needs, it just needs to be faster. It's
It
like
needs to
everything
be
else is
faster.
fine. The cost is fine. The smartness is fine. I don't think it needs to be any smarter at all. It's
Yep.
smart enough. Like it needs to be faster and like limits less and all that stuff where I can just every time you just want to use AI for anything, it's like, yeah, sure, fine, use the
Yep.
AI. It doesn't matter. Like, great. So
This is
we're
this
getting
is the
there.
same problem that the iPhone went through. Stop making it
Yeah.
smaller. We don't need
Right.
it to be smaller. We
Yeah.
actually don't want it. We don't want it to be
I don't
thinner.
want it. Yeah.
It's worse. The thinner you make it, the madder I am. Give me
Yeah.
a chunky phone where the battery will last for 3 days. That's
Right.
fine. I'll take an extra 10 millimeters of thickness. I don't care. I feel like we're at the
Exactly.
same spot. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the tokens are subsidized. Are they not? Like isn't there going to be a reckoning someday when they're like, all right, now we got to pay full fare for the Uber ride, and you're like, oh, that's kind of
I
expensive,
don't
isn't
know.
it?
I've heard conflicting reports about this. Somebody, oh man, I feel bad now. I don't remember their name, but I was
Just take
chatting
credit
with
for it.
somebody.
It's
Yeah,
yeah,
I should
it's
just take
you.
credit for
Yeah.
this. Yeah. Basically, that the input tokens there's like essentially almost no cost to them, and that they're actually
Okay.
making money on the input tokens. The output
Okay.
tokens are expensive for them. So I don't know. I mean, they're definitely not making money, right? Like, there's no way they're
Oh
making money
gosh,
in terms of
no.
like all their spending on overhead
No
and all
way.
that. Like, they're not making money, but perhaps the economics aren't totally terrible. I mean, they are shoving AI into literally everything, and so if
Yes.
the economics were terrible, presumably like there wouldn't be an Excel function where you could put AI in every cell of your spreadsheet, right? Like,
I don't know that
you know,
follows. I don't
maybe not.
I
You
don't
think?
know that line of reasoning
It
is
could be.
legit.
I
Yeah.
think it might
I
be.
wanna believe that that's
Yeah.
legit. I just don't think it is. I don't think that's real.
There is, I mean, billions and billions of dollars do subsidize a lot of pretty much anything. So
Yeah. And I think
yeah,
it's a land grab. I think
it
they're
definitely is
they're
that.
they're doing the Uber playbook, which is just get all the territory, and then once
Yeah.
we're the champs, we can raise rates. I feel like that's the game we're
Yeah.
playing right now.
But that's not even true of something like the Excel spreadsheet in the sense, right? Because like I mean, you're using Microsoft Excel. Microsoft has captured you.
Right.
Like they don't have to put that in there necessarily. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the beachhead to the normies, Excel is. And so
Right.
maybe this is their normie play. They've plastered
Yeah.
buttons everywhere, or at least Google has, like, hey, do you
Yeah.
want this email to read itself and then respond for itself? And I'm like, not really. But I feel like they're trying to they're trying to get out of just coding and into the normies. And Excel, I feel like is that step.
Yeah, I suppose that is the beachhead there, and they want to get you using it. It's like they have the
Hmm.
buttons everywhere with like in GitHub desktop now. There's like a button
Yeah.
for it to write your commit messages. It's like
And you know
I
what?
don't know.
The same rule applies to GitHub. Your level of AI is fine. Just make the app faster. Like, just
Right.
make github.com faster. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay if you want to put an AI button in. Let's just make the app better first. That's what I feel like is missing. But
Yeah.
we're all chasing the hype wave and the money. So yeah, who can say?
This is like a lot of what we were just talking about in this HelpSpot meeting in a sense is like there's just places you can put AI, but like what percentage of your customer is going to actually use it if you put it in that spot? And it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of a weird zone right now where you can't just willy-nilly put it anywhere because there is some cost and there is like just yeah, speed overhead and whatever, all that stuff, right? So it can't just be everywhere. I don't know, but so part of the time it's like you're better off just not putting it in there. Like it's
I
like,
think
why
so.
am I putting it in there? Or
Mhm.
and that's where like there's an advantage to the big like we're all in on AI people. And it's like, well, I'm just gonna do this thing that traditionally you didn't do with AI at all. And then like now you're forced to I'm gonna make you go through a chat interface and it's gonna be all AI and maybe it won't work at all. But if it does, it's like just kind of making that decision that everything will be AI and there'll be no human input in big parts of the system that used to be have human input, and that's the gamble we're making. But if you have an existing tool, I don't know, it's tricky where to put it that makes sense and has enough value for enough people.
Yeah, I think my take on that, and actually all like internal the business software, is just make the computer do as much as it can but still present like the decision point to the human.
Yeah,
So however we can bake that in, and I don't think that always means like sparkle buttons that say like summarize this email. There's something
yeah,
else there where it's like, let's bake in this process, let's use this alien intelligence and then present it to the end user and they can say yes or no and then we'll go back to work. So
yeah, yep,
definitely room for it in process automation, but yeah, you got to be careful with it, I think.
yep. All right, we got a bunch of stuff on the list here, so I don't know.
So
Where do you
much
want to
stuff.
start?
So much stuff. Well,
You-
let's start with the reason for the tardiness of the show.
That's what I was thinking.
I was out of town yesterday. I
Secret
was out of this
project,
town. Yes, I was in
hmm
another town. I was in the town of Boise, Idaho,
which you go to a lot, oddly
which
enough.
oddly enough, I go to a lot. I've been to Boise more than I've been to New York, just as
Yeah.
God intended. So, on Sunday afternoon, late
Mm,
afternoon, I flew to Boise, and then yesterday, which is Monday now, I was part of a video I was helping create, and I can't say for who or for what yet. It'll come out. That's called a tease. It'll come out. It's not my
hmm
it's not my story to tell. um but yeah, somebody reached out to me, maybe like not very long ago, like 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and was like, hey, can you help us make a video? And I'm like, what kind of video? And they said, "Well, the timeline is short." And so I'm already thinking, "No, I can't. I don't wanna do that. I got a life to live."
Yeah.
Um, Timeline is short, but we want something cinematic, like your layoff announcement or your Postgres trailer, something like that.
Okay.
And I'm like, "Okay, that's interesting." So
Mhm.
potentially we're talking like a proper video. And this
Hmm.
is a company that reached out.
Right.
And so we started talking about it more, and I told them, I was like, I mean, yes, I can do it with one giant caveat. I got to get producer Steve in on it. I can't do that myself.
Oh,
I can't.
oh,
I
get the
don't have the
team back
skill. Yeah,
together.
get the gang back together. I don't have the
Okay.
skill level. I don't have the equipment. I don't have the
Mm,
connections. Like, I potentially have an eye for it, but I don't know how to express that through like, camera settings and lighting setups and all of that.
right.
And so I called producer Steve and was like, I got a wild one for you. What do you think about this? You can say no, and if you say no, that's fine. I won't do it either. Like, it's either you and me do this or I'm not doing it, cuz I can't risk trying to like throw together a crew that I've never worked with, down in Dallas or something.
And you were like, that for you, the action is the juice, is what you're
I don't
saying.
know what
Like,
that means, but that's
oh,
awesome. What does
Kelly, you
that
haven't
mean?
seen
No,
Heat. You
that
gotta
sounds
see Heat.
awesome. Oh,
Everybody who loves
I've
Heat,
seen Heat. I've seen
you've
Heat.
seen
I love
Heat.
Heat. I love Heat.
They're like, should we rob this bank? And he's like, it might be worth a stretch for me. De Niro says, and he goes to the other guy, and the other guy's like, are you in? He's like, are you in? You're not in. He's like, for me, the action is the juice. So he's
The
just going.
action is
Whatever
the
De Niro's
juice.
doing, he's going.
Oh
Action is
man,
the
that's
juice is so
cool. What
good.
a great saying.
Oh,
Love
great
that. Love that
line.
movie. Great
Yeah.
film. Something you and I bond over
I
is our
can't
love of
believe you know
film.
about
Yeah.
this. It's so great.
I know, it's a great movie. I recently rewatched it. When did I rewatch that? Like less
Man.
than a month ago.
And you don't have the action is the juice
I
like
don't have the action is
plastered
the
in your
juice.
head? No,
No,
you
I
gotta
gotta get there.
rewatch.
Yeah, I'll rewatch again.
Yeah.
I watched Hurt Locker on the plane, and I'm like, man, this
Okay.
is such top five movie. Top
Wow.
five
I have
movie,
not
Hurt
seen The Hurt
Locker.
Locker.
Oh, dude, it's
Nah,
so
see, this one
depressing.
I
You're gonna
haven't
love it.
seen.
You're
Okay.
gonna love it.
Alright.
So I called Steve and was like,
Mm.
you want in on this? And he said, if you can come to Boise and we can do it in a day, either like a Friday or a Monday. Um, we could pull this off. And I was like, hell yeah, we're
Hold up.
doing it. All right, tell me.
Is the company in Boise, or you just went to Boise because
No,
Steve's in Boise?
just went to Boise because Steve's in Boise.
Okay, all right. I got you.
So Steve said yes, he's in,
Mm.
and then we started putting together a team. We put together a team, a crew. So it was me, Steve, another videographer, audio, like an audio engineer
Whoa.
with the boom mic and everything.
Okay.
So he's like standing in the
That's very
background with a
official.
12-foot pole with a microphone dangling over my head.
Wow.
And then we hired an honest to goodness proper actor. We hired somebody. I'm in the video,
Okay.
and across from me is an actor that we found through connections.
Wow.
And so we hired an actor, and then somebody from the company flew into Boise as well.
Okay.
So there were, however many, 5, 6 of us there. And we spent all day, going through different scenes. They had written a script, going through
Wow.
different scenes, recording this video. We rented out, we rented an Airbnb, which is where I stayed, which worked out nicely.
Mhm.
But we rented that specific Airbnb because of the aesthetics inside. We did a few shots there. And then we rented a co-working space that had a few big rooms that we could, like conference rooms that we kind of rearranged to look certain ways.
Yeah.
So we did the morning at the Airbnb and the afternoon at this co-working space. And we shot like a full
This is
scripted,
crazy.
honest to goodness, like commercial, basically.
Wow.
It was awesome.
Did they back up the money truck for you? Is that why we got
They
people in
backed
motion?
up the money truck for me. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and a little bit fell off in Boise for Steve, and now we're home.
There we go. All right, I got a game. We're gonna play a game
right.
about this.
Okay.
We're gonna juice engagement.
Okay.
Okay. I want you commenting people. I want you commenting down below. I want you to be on the stupid X. I want you to be on Blue Sky. I want you to be everywhere commenting.
Okay.
I'm going to drag as much information out of Aaron Francis as I can about this.
Nope. I'm
and
NDA'd.
You guys are all going to guess. You're going to guess who it is. They're just going to guess.
They're going to guess. That's fine. I'm going to reveal nothing because I'm under an NDA until launch day.
Hold on. Listen. We're going to go very general here. You're not going to be in jail. First of all, we're in the age of Trump. Nobody goes to jail for white collar stuff anymore.
Nobody goes to jail.
Second of all, startup or not startup?
I can't even say.
No way.
I can't spoil whatever it is that is going to be released. I can't spoil it.
I'm trying to juice our engagement here, man.
I know. Well, it'll be even better because people will be far afield in the comments because they won't have enough information. So they're just going to have to be spray and pray and just hope that they get it.
Startup, not startup.
I will say it is not Apple. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, let's just run through every company. You could say who it isn't. It's just that you can't say who it is.
I'm not going to do it. But I will say, it was awesome. First of all, turns out I'm not an actor. So that, that was a surprise to all of us on set. Surprising. Aaron is not actually an actor. Okay. Turns out he is many things. Actor, not one of them. But all the like hard parts were given to the real actor, and I was just kind of, I was the B team player. But
did you write the script? They wrote the whole script. The company.
Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it was. I think it's gonna turn out great. I saw some of the shots. So Steve actually didn't even hold a camera. He was like the director. And so he's talking to the video guy, he's setting up lights, he's talking to the audio guy, he's framing shots, he's moving stuff around, like
you're just talent.
So I wrote an email to everybody on like the Friday, all the participants on the Friday, introducing everybody to everybody else and saying like, hey, here's what's gonna happen on the day of. And I called Steve and I was like, hey man, what like in this email, what is your title? What would you say you are here? And he's like, I'm director. That's probably closest. And I was like, okay, cool. And he said, by the way, you know that you're the executive producer of this, right? And I was like, no, I didn't know that.
Oh, man,
that sounds cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm Lauren Michaels. I'm the executive producer. And so I didn't have enough courage to write executive producer, but I wrote producer in the email. I wrote producer. I said, I'm the producer. Steve's the director, this other person, yada yada yada. So it was, and they were all, everyone else besides me and the company were Boise based. And so during the day, they were like, "Oh yeah, did you work with so and so? Oh yeah, I haven't seen him in a couple years. I worked with him at this place. Oh, I worked with them at this place." It's like they
They
all
all
kind
know
of
each
know
other.
each other, and they've all worked at bodybuilding.com, which is big in Boise. And so
Mm,
they all like have connections. So it was super fun, and they were all very good at what they do.
man, all I've ever wanted to be is executive producer of a movie. That's all I've ever wanted to do, and you
Well,
were
it
this
turns out it's
close, you were right
easier.
there.
It's easier than you might think. Yeah.
That's what I always expected, which is why I wanted to do
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Yes, it's
I
super
just
easy.
show
You just
up.
like you
Yeah.
send some emails, you talk to some
Yeah.
people, you find people that know other people, and then boom, you're executive producer.
Alright, so you went out on Friday? Saturday? When did you
No,
go
I went out
out?
on Sunday. So
Oh.
I had to time it. I had to keep it super tight and get my timings right so that I
Mhm.
left Jennifer with as few unsupported hours as possible. So I left it Sunday during nap, which only leaves Sunday evening, right?
Mhm,
So
mhm. I
there's no
remember those
help. So
days.
yep,
Yep,
she hired a babysitter for, post nap Sunday all the way through
yep.
bedtime, very important. Monday we have full childcare with Jennifer and the nanny. But Jennifer did have to take all 4 kids to school. Only 2 of them go, but you can't leave 2 kids at home,
Yeah, that's probably
apparently.
not a good idea, yeah.
Um, and then I came home today, Tuesday. My flight was at 7 a.m. From Boise, which sucked because I had a dermatologist appointment, which we should talk about later.
Okay.
And so now I'm here. Now I'm back. So she only had one half day unsupported,
Wow.
and I'll go home, after work today, and we're back to normal.
That's some good husbanding right there.
I know. I'm doing my best. Doing
When
my
you're doing it,
best.
at least when you're doing it for money, that helps
That helps a lot. Yes.
grease the wheels of commerce there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, if you can orchestrate it for minimum downtime, that's even better.
Mm-hmm.
That's just less stuff to
Yeah.
go wrong too while you're gone, like
The whole I'm gonna go to Denver for a week to talk and hang out with friends, and I'm also not getting paid for it. That's a tougher
that's
sell, if I'm
hard.
being honest. That one's kind of hard, but
Yeah.
we've limited the number of speaking engagements we're doing anyway, so I can still
Right.
do Laracon and maybe 1 or 2 others, but. Yeah, I had to turn down some like, "Hey, do you want to come to Amsterdam for PHP's birthday?" And I'm like, "I do, but that's not gonna work. I
That's
can't justify that."
that's some single guy stuff right there.
Yeah,
That's
that's some
not
Eric Barnes stuff.
or
He
Eric
went.
Barnes,
Yeah,
same thing, like,
same
what's the
thing.
difference?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Barnes gets to do whatever he wants. He's winning
He
golf
does.
championships. He's
I
cruising
know.
the earth. His kids are
Taking his
basically
little camera
grown.
everywhere, just playing
Yeah.
golf. Must be nice. Must
Must
be
be nice,
nice.
man. So that went well, it sounds like.
It
We're
went well.
good. You do we know when this thing's coming out or unknown?
Yeah, I think like second, third week of September. It's not very long. Yeah. So
Soon.
you'll
Okay.
see it. You'll see it pop up online, and then we can talk about it some more.
All right. All right. So fun trip to Boise.
Fun trip to Boise. Good to see Steve. Got to see
Yep.
his new house that he's building, or he's GCing, so I guess that counts as he's building it. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. That was fun. Went to dinner with just me and him and his girlfriend, which was super fun. So yeah, it was great. Boise's always super nice. But always fun to see Steve. So yeah, it was great.
I don't know. I don't know if
Sometimes you
I've
got to say yes,
yes, man. Look at
That's
this
right.
guy. I don't know if I've ever maybe once I've flown somewhere for that short time. I don't like flying places for like the 24 hours. Like
No, it's
it's
not
not
great.
ideal. Yeah.
It's not great. You
So
know what I
while
did do?
what do you do?
I had a layover in Denver just because I know I
Layover is the
hate it. Hate it.
worst. Okay.
The things I do, but that worked out with the nap time departure. Was I did have to do a layover in Denver.
Mm.
I upgraded my second leg to first class.
Let's go.
First
Let's
time. First
go.
time.
Let's go.
First time. It is pretty awesome. It's
the
pretty
best.
great.
It's good stuff.
It's
That's why
pretty
you
great.
play the
It
points
wasn't
game.
it wasn't very expensive. It was a day of upgrade, so they
Okay.
obviously had seats left over, and so they're trying to they're trying to get some money out of you. And
Yep.
I'm like, this is a business trip. Like this whole thing is,
Mhm.
this all
It's a
makes
write-off.
sense to me. Yeah, it's a write off. Let's do it. Let's go for it. And guys, I hate to tell you, it's better. It's
It's
better
so
up
much
there.
better.
It's better
It's
up
not even
there.
close. It's so
Nope.
much better. It's not even the
I
same as like a extended legroom. It's
no,
way past extended legroom in
no.
terms of how much better it is.
I just looked back at the unwashed masses all coughing and
So
flies
bad.
buzzing around their head,
Yes.
and I'm like, "Give me
Cattle
another
car.
champagne." Yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's
So
just like the
fun.
Seinfeld episode about it. It's literally just like that. It's beautiful people,
Yes.
it's champagne, it's food,
It's
it's
warm
fantastic.
towels for some
Warm
reason.
towels. I love the warm towel.
I'd love to dab my face off. Of course. Definitely.
What airline?
Yeah. The way there was United.
Okay. I had business class, first class, what do they call it? In America, domestic flight pretty
Mm.
recently, and it was Delta. It was like it was okay. Like the domestic ones are never as good as international is like a whole other
Oh,
level.
we
But
can't
like,
afford that. That sounds
yeah.
nice
But
though.
no, you guys like get the points. But anyway.
I know.
So I don't know. It didn't have the warm towel. There was no warm towel. And I was like, "Oh, man, guys, I need to be refreshed with a towel to
Yeah.
cleanse my face.
Yeah, I've got the
But
whole airplane air all over my
yes.
face. I need a towel.
Yeah, but just 2 people in your row, just that alone, it's like
That
somebody's gotta get
alone.
to the bathroom or whatever, there's plenty of space for them to get out. It's only one person to go past. It's so much better.
I'm not spending 3 hours passive aggressively trying to claim what's rightfully
Yeah.
mine of the
Fight for
armrest.
your little
Yeah. I'm
corner of
like,
armrest, yeah.
listen, I'm not exceeding the plane of the armrest. You
Yeah.
are. And so I'm trying to just give you be like, "Hey, why don't you stay on your side, I'll stay on mine."
Yep.
It's just society is over. Like and the coach area of the airplane is an indication of that. It's chaos back there.
It's chaos.
It's
Like, you wouldn't be
chaos.
surprised if you look back there and there's, like, spears and war paint and
Yes.
people fighting and, like, blood, like, that's what you
Everybody's
expect to see.
filming, a couple of people
Yeah,
fighting.
everybody's
It's brutal.
You ever see that movie? It's called like Ice Train or something. It's like this train that goes around the
That
earth
can't be
'cause
right. That
the
can't be what it's
world
called.
is like
Snowpiercer?
destroyed. Snowpiercer. There we go. God. Look at this guy. We're having a movie pod today, baby. Snowpiercer.
I've never seen it.
Okay, well, they go through different cars, and in each car, it's some different form of chaos. That's what it's like in the back of the plane. You
They
don't want
should
to be
have
back
called it
there.
Ice Train. That's I
Yeah,
mean,
they should have.
that's all right on the tin. If you call it Ice Train, I
Yeah.
know what it's about. I'm gonna see a movie called Ice Train. If we're being honest, that'll
I should
get
have
me in
been.
the theaters.
I should have been executive producer of
You
that and
should
would
have
have had a
been.
better name.
Piercer, artsy, weird, Ice Train, chaos, super fast
Yeah.
train made of ice. I'm 100%
Let's
in.
go.
Yes,
Let's do it.
I love
Anyway,
that.
upgrade to business class, first class. Just do it, people. It's a write-off if you can write off. If you can't write off, you have the points. Like, you just got to do it. And now, like, the regular seats are so expensive. It's like, I feels like it's not even that much more money. Like, I don't know if the ratio is the same or not as it used to be. Maybe it is, but it doesn't feel as expensive as it used to feel. I don't know.
The leg from Dallas to Denver was a $400 upgrade, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not that flush,"
From
so I didn't
Dallas
do that
to
one.
Denver. Okay. Well,
It was
so
like
you
2.5 hours. But
Denver
from
to
Denver to
Boise.
Boise
Okay.
was like
And how long was that?
$130. 2
Yeah, I mean,
hours.
you gotta do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. I mean, if you can get it for like under $200, that's
I
like
know.
auto. You
I
just do
know.
it.
I know.
Well, I'm so proud of you, man.
Thanks.
That's
I feel
great.
like I really embodied business dad there.
Yeah, that's right. Especially, I mean, this is like an actual legitimate use of it. Like, I use it and
Yes.
I don't have a legitimate use for it. Let's just be honest. But this is legitimate use. Like, you have a day and a half there. You want to get there, hit the ground
Yes.
running, feel ready, refreshed, good to go. Like, it actually makes a big difference in your readiness when you get there to perform.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm a businessman,
You
Gotta do it.
are. So I just want to fly around business class everywhere. Like, just be one of those people who just like, I just fly around, just
Oh,
go
that
places.
sounds miserable. That just sounds
Really?
miserable. Being in airports all the time,
I don't know.
being like
If
a
you're-
sales consultant or management consultant and flying to
Yeah, that's
different
different.
cities all the time.
I don't
want
want
to
to
do
be
that.
forced to fly. I just want to be
Mm,
able to go where I want to go. Like, I'm just going to go around for a month to whatever cities pique my interest. I'm just going to go business class all the way around the world, cruising.
I think what you want is you want to be an aristocrat. I think that's what I continually am coming back to. You don't want to work. You want the corner office, but you don't want
Yes.
to work. You want to
Nobody in the corner
fly,
office
but not
works.
to a
Let's just start
client.
there. No,
You
that
just
would be
you
ridiculous.
just want the accoutrements of high status without having to actually like work once you're there. I get it.
2
I get it.
years in this podcast, you
I
finally
finally get it. Yep.
understand. Yes, this is where we're going for, Aaron. This is what we're
I
doing.
know.
I'm talking about Liquid, which is another reference to a great movie, Wall
That
Street.
sounds great. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Liquid.
Wall Street Money Never Sleeps with Shia
No,
LaBeouf.
not that
I'll
stupid
have to
one.
watch that again.
Not the stupid one.
Oh, that's
I mean,
such a
the
good
the
one.
actual quote is literally about what we're talking about. He's like, "Rich enough to not to fly first class, it's like to have your own jet, not to waste time."
Mm,
All that stuff. That's what next level. I'm not to that level yet.
I'm
I'm
not to
not
that
to
level yet.
private flying yet. I'm a long way from
I still
private
got
flying.
I got 4 years to hit retirement money, and then I can spend the next 10 doing private jet money.
Yeah, because your retirement money level is not enough to own your own jet, unfortunately.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
no.
a little
Not
short of
even
that.
not even
Yeah,
close.
a little short. How short are you? All the way. It's another movie.
All
I can just
all the way short.
This is just Rounders, movie reference night on
Yeah, this is
Mostly
not mostly
Technical.
movies pod, Ian. You gotta reel it in. You can do that on the
Listen,
side, okay?
I need to do that, but
You do.
um, we're recording at like 5 p.m. here. I'm a little wacky. We're
You
getting
are.
end of the day, Ian. All I got left up there is movie quotes that are like baked into the
Mhm.
firmware so deeply that I don't have anything else. I can just
Yep.
spit those out. So that's
It's
what I'm
just
doing.
you can't even identify them. They're just the substrate, and they just
Yeah,
come out.
exactly.
Yeah,
Just,
I get that. That's how I
just
am with office quotes.
yeah,
They're
exactly.
just in there somewhere.
Yeah, they just pop out. All right, let's pay some bills if I can hold my voice together. All right. This week, sponsored by Laravel Nightwatch. Nightwatch sees what other monitoring apps can't in Laravel apps. Take 2 minutes to set up the free plan right now before this episode of Mostly Technical is done. You might uncover rogue queries, misconfigured middleware, hiding in plain sight, or the dreaded N+1. Check them out at nightwatch.laravel.com. Check out that new white mode too, which they launched, which is pretty cool. And Flare by Spotsy, all-in-one error tracking and performance monitoring for your Laravel application. Check that out at flareapp.io/performance-monitoring. And our thanks to those sponsors this week for sponsoring the show. And his voice, it's like it's throwing off my whole thing. I
Yeah.
just, man.
You tripped over apps in the first read.
I mean, I've done this read 3 times or
I know.
more. I don't
I
know.
know.
Why is this getting to me this time? I don't know.
You got that wacky energy, end of the day energy.
It should just be movie quotes in there.
It should be. Yeah. Laravel Night Watch. The juice is the squeeze, or whatever you said.
The action is the juice.
Yeah. Nailed it. All right, where are we going next?
All right. Well, I mean, we were just talking about being on an airplane and liking a nice warm towelette. Apparently, you have a new routine regarding your face.
So I got home just in time to go to a dermatologist appointment. And so I go to the dermatologist and I'm like, hey, listen, lady, my face hurts sometimes. I feel like wind blown, like I'm coming off the dunes, at the end of the day. Here's the problem, though. I sit in a comfortable air conditioned room all day, so I don't understand why I feel wind blown.
That's because the wind.
She's like, okay, what do you like? What's your routine in the morning? What do you wash your face with? And I was stumped. I was like, I didn't expect the questions to be this hard. I said water, and she said, okay. End of the day, what's your routine? What do you wash your face with? And I said, either water, or if I'm in the shower, a bar of Dove soap. And she was like, okay, we can work with that. And she gave me a whole routine. So her diagnosis is you have dry, sensitive skin. And I was like, yeah, that checks out,
Sounds reasonable.
That sounds reasonable to me. So I'm getting into face washing. So I'm going to wash my face in the morning with like some face wash. And then I'm going to put on some moisturizer.
Yeah.
And then at the end, before I go to bed, I'm going to wash my face and put on some other like moisturizer or something. So I'm just getting into face washing. I haven't done it yet, but it's been 36 years. And I think I can do this. I can wash my face.
Sounds terrible.
Doesn't it? That's what I'm saying. Like I had to take a picture of all the stuff she wrote down and give it to
Yeah.
chat and be like, "Can you write out what I'm supposed to do here?" It's
Shit.
like wash and then moisturize and
Nah,
then pat
you gotta
dry. I'm like, "What
optimize that.
what am I
Yeah.
doing? This is why I haven't done it for so long.
No, this is not working for me. Like,
It's not
my
working."
end of night and morning routines are already I feel like they're so long already, and I'm doing what most people I think would consider the absolute bare minimum, and I'm like, I don't
It's
want anything else in there.
it's
I
five
don't want anything
o'clock.
else
I
in
gotta
there.
start getting ready for bed now. I gotta get my face wash and then the first
Yeah.
layer and then the second layer, and then I gotta, let it dry. What am I doing?
What about in changing the environment a little bit? Like, maybe turn the air conditioning down a little. Maybe
Okay.
you're drying yourself out, you know what I mean? Like, maybe get outside, get some sun. I don't know.
I would
Fresh
like to
air.
raise a procedural flag on,
Okay.
turn the air conditioning down.
You're
I have no
texting.
idea what that means. I have
Yeah.
no idea what that means.
It's not even an option. It's hard
Does that
coded.
mean turn the temperature down? Does that mean turn the
Yes.
fan speed down?
Oh, it could
Like,
mean
what do you
either one
mean
of
when
those
you
things.
say
I don't
turn
know.
the air conditioning down?
Well, I
Does
mean,
that
this is
mean
a
make it
whole
colder or turn it off?
that you have fan speed as a separate thing from the temperature is always fascinating to me anyway. Because like, if I set the temperature, just do whatever you
You
have to
figure it out.
do
Yeah.
to set that temperature, and then what's the fan speed even have to do with it? Like, I don't know, like, but anyway, fine. So, I mean, you could try the same temperature, lower fan speed. You could try higher temperature. I don't know,
Higher
whatever.
temperature. See, that's crazy. When you say turn the air conditioning down, you mean raise the temperature,
Uh,
i.e., don't let the air conditioning blow
I
as
have to
often.
say I use it both ways at different times, I think. But yes, in this
Chaos.
case, I
Chaos.
mean that.
Chaos.
I mean, keep it warmer in your room so you don't get so dried
Okay.
out. It's not blowing on you as much. It's not there's more humidity in the air. What about a
All right.
humidifier?
All right. I've got
Hmm,
the temperature and the humidity on this
what
right
do you got
here.
there? Look at this guy.
You
He's
you
prepared.
tell me what is a reasonable range for
Ooh.
humidity in this room right now?
Hold on. Can I do the temperature first?
Oh, that's fine.
Let's do
That's fine.
temperature first.
Temperature first.
Temperature, everybody, first of all, comment down below with your thoughts
This
on the temperature.
afternoon Ian is on the engagement. I love it so much. All right.
All right, I'm gonna go with you're Texan. You have dry skin, implying you're keeping it probably too cool. Let's go with. I'm gonna go with 68.
It's 73.6 in
Oh,
here.
okay, all right. That's pretty
That's not
warm.
crazy.
That's
All
not
right,
crazy.
give me a humidity guess.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Well, that's warmer than I thought. So let's go. But the air conditioning, if it's running a lot, still pulls a lot out. Let's go 40%.
Percent.
Shit, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
I don't know. You seem okay.
I know. And it even has a little smiley face on the LED that says
That you're
comfort.
good. Yeah,
Not
you're okay
not like
there.
comfortable, it just says comfort. So,
Weird
I
UI
don't know
stuff
if
there,
that's a
but
command or yeah. So I don't know. I think the environment's
hmm,
okay.
yeah.
I don't think the monitors and the Hollywood light help probably. Um
I think that's probably all right.
I don't know,
What about your
it's
house?
basically 2 giant light panels.
Bedtime?
House is probably 70. At
Hmm.
night, probably
It's a
70.
little cool.
That's a little cool, yeah.
It's a little cool. Could be
Super
the
cool.
house. Could be the house.
I don't know, we're gonna try face washing.
That feels like a
This is
last resort,
apparently
not a
something
first
that
resort.
people do. People do
Oh,
this.
people do
Lots
do
of
it.
people do this.
People do do it.
So, we're gonna try it. I've got some, I don't know, moisturizer with sunscreen in it. Maybe that'll help.
Twice a day or once a day
Which one?
with the washing and the
Twice. I gotta
moisturizing.
do it in the morning
No,
and at night, which if I
no, no,
did it
no.
at night, what am I doing in the morning
Nah,
for?
yeah, that's stupid. Don't do that. Don't start twice a day. Start once a day and see if you even need twice a day.
Yeah, that's probably good. I like
Yeah,
that.
start once a day. Don't make
Okay.
yourself crazy. I
I'm not
mean,
gonna make
if once
myself
a day
crazy.
works, why do you don't need twice a day, right? So do once a day.
Which
Maybe it's
once
great.
of the day should I do?
Well, I would probably go. I'm not a doctor, but I would
Oh,
probably
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
But I would probably do the morning because if you're going to go the sunscreen angle, kind of give you the
Right. Mhm.
sunscreen vibe thing.
It's dark at
Although,
nighttime, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, are you outside ever? Do you need sunscreen? If not, maybe I go with the evening.
I'll start with the morning.
Okay.
And I'll stick to allow the water to wash over my face in the shower as the nighttime routine.
Yeah, because you do have to at least probably then this is the trouble, you kinda have to
I
wash
put all
off
the
the
stuff on.
stuff.
I gotta get all the stuff off.
You don't want your pores to
Yeah.
clog, and then you have a whole whole 'nother issue.
I don't know what you call that. It's a self-licking ice cream cone there. We're creating our own problems. This is
Yeah.
trouble.
You're gonna go back to it and be like, "Well, I have this rash and pimples and all this stuff. What's going
Yeah,
on?" Well,
exactly.
your pores are clogged.
I've
Well,
got layers of moisture caked on my face. Are you doing the nighttime routine? No, my co-host said I didn't need to.
that was
It's
good.
chaos. It's not
That was
gonna
really
work.
good. Oh,
So
man.
yeah, that's
Okay.
so as somebody who's just getting into face washing, if anybody has any face washing tips, leave them down below.
My wife, she does the face washing. She does, I don't know, she has some kinda crazy moisturizer that's like, she
Korean
gets it
snails
from
or something?
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
she gets it from France, and you have to
Yep.
get the special ones, illegally imported, and
It's
she knows a
$120 for
guy.
like 6 ounces.
It's at least that much
Yep.
for at most that amount. Like, yes, that's what she's on. And
Yeah.
whatever, she likes it, it's fine. But like,
And she's
I don't
beautiful
know.
and you
She's
support her.
very
Of
beautiful.
course.
Yes. So I do support her in her moisturization
Yes.
routine.
I got you. I'm covering for you.
Yeah, I mean, she's not bothered by the extra morning and night routine, so it's fine. See, I think you're gonna be bothered by it, is my
I'm gonna be bothered by
suspicion.
it. For
Yeah.
36 years, my nighttime routine has been get in bed, and that's been awesome.
And we like to
So
fly close to the sun. No, we
we
have a
do.
lot to do in a day. We
Right.
need every minute of time. And
Mhm.
you're going to steal 5 minutes of my time for this bullshit moisturization, and I can't have it. So that's the
Can't
part
have it.
where it's a little, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not saying you should leave your face feeling like it's the surface of Mars,
Right, I
but
don't like that part. So
maybe you could
we'll dip a
maybe try
toe.
some different things. Yeah, dip a
We'll
toe.
dip a
You can
toe.
always add more,
Right. You can't always remove in this case, but
but not
either
really.
one.
Because if you did it and then you just did it twice a day and it worked, like you would now keep it twice a day forever. But maybe you only needed once a day, and now you've lost
Mm.
that 5 minutes every day for the next 50 years.
Mhm.
Whereas if you just do it once a day and it works, great, you're done.
All right. I'm sold.
All right,
I'm
I'm
gonna
excited
start
about
washing my
this.
face.
Gonna be a new segment on the show, Aaron Face Watch.
Aaron's face update.
Yeah, face update. I'm excited. People are gonna love that segment.
Oh, man.
They're gonna be commenting, be like, "Stop talking about your stupid kids and tell me what's going
Tell
on
us
with
the
Aaron's
face
face."
update.
We're dying to know about the face
I'm
update.
sure. I'm sure. I wonder
I
what
think
happened to
that's what
that
they're gonna say.
person.
I
Yeah.
don't know. He's out there making fake accounts.
Yeah,
Normal stuff.
probably. Who cares?
All
All
right.
right.
Should we do something special for the 100th show? We have a 100th
That's
show
a
coming up.
That's a good question. What number show is this?
I don't know,
90
I think it's
something?
like
High 90s?
96, right? Something like that. Let's go to the internet.
That feels right.
This is 96 that we are recording
This is
right
96. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got to figure it out soon.
now.
I don't know.
Maybe the people should comment with their ideas down
That's
below.
a great idea. Comment down below. So what have we seen historically? We've seen like live party shows, right?
Party
You get
show.
people calling in, dropping out, calling in, dropping out. It's fun.
Yeah.
We're hanging.
Mm.
I've seen all sitcoms always do clip shows. I don't like clip shows. I feel like
Yeah.
I tune in for the 100th episode and it's just reruns.
That's right.
I don't
That's
want
what
that.
Seinfeld did. Yeah.
Yes, I know. I skip
You never go
those
back
all
to
the
that.
time.
Yeah, you're not going back to
No,
that.
always skip them.
Yeah.
So unless we have something besides call-in party show, which I don't even know if I want to do a call-in party show.
We're not really set up for it, so it's probably going to be janky because we don't
It is.
know what we're doing, and we're going to be
Yep.
figuring it out and all that stuff. If we had been smart, which we're not, at the party, we could have maybe gotten like audio clips of people or little video snippets of people saying nice things about us, which could have used in the 100th show. That would have been cool. People
That would've
told
been
us
cool.
those things, but we didn't record them.
I think we did as much as we could have done at the party. Taking on
Think
any
we-
extra
we pushed it all the
responsibilities,
way?
yeah, would have
Yeah.
maxed us out too far.
It's possible.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have any opinions on it?
I feel like it's most like the show to do nothing. So I'm
I
kind
agree.
of leaning towards like we just cruise right through it. And it's like we don't even know it was the 100th episode, probably.
Yeah.
We're going to not even realize it. And then it'll be like 103, and we'll be like, oh, 100 episodes. It was a couple weeks back there.
Yep, I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
We'll do
Okay.
something special for 200.
There we go. I like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Just kick. That's called
Yeah,
kicking the can.
yeah.
It'll
All
be
right.
fine.
We'll have to note that.
You you have on here. You've got Tiny Seed on here. What are we
Tiny
poking?
seed.
What are we poking around on down there? What you got?
I'm investing in tiny seed.
You are becoming an investor
I'm on the
in the
inside.
Tiny Seed Fund.
Yes, the Tiny Seed Fund 3,
Okay,
which
tell
I'm pretty
me
excited about.
what led to this.
So let's just be clear. I might be breaking the law right now. It's possible I signed an NDA. I don't
That is
actually even know.
possible. Yeah.
So we're just gonna cruise because I don't think I'm gonna get in any trouble.
Comment
So
down below if he's breaking the NDA.
if you're Einar,
If
comment
you're
down below
Einar or
that you're
Rob
mad.
and you're
Yeah.
currently mad.
Have your lawyer comment down below. We're gonna roll with it. Because I'm very excited. And it's good for the tiny seed for me to talk
It
about it on the
is.
show. So I think they'll be
Yes.
okay with it.
You're doing them a favor.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing you a favor. Don't be mad at me. So Tiny Seed, they're raising money. They have a
Okay.
public page about it. You can go if you're interested in raising money. You should go check it out, or investing money, not raising. Hey, if you're interested in raising money too. But yeah, so the first they have 3 funds. First 3 funds have been doing well. They just announced that they fully paid back the investors from the first fund, which was only
I
6
saw
years
that.
ago, which is amazing. I mean, I've been in like kind of angel invested in a number of things and not gotten all my money back. That's for sure.
No.
So even though some of the things are out there and doing well, but it's like, someday when they sell, you might get some money. Tiny Seed's whole thing, if you're not aware of Tiny Seed, it's the people who run MicroConf, started this fund where they invest in bootstrap startups specifically. So they're, I think, usually the only investor, at least initially. And it's usually already, apps that are going. Like they're not going to fund you if you have an idea for an app. It's like you have an app, you have some
And it's
revenue,
typically
things are
B2B
working. Yeah, almost
revenue
always
generating SaaS
B2B.
apps.
Yeah, solo or not necessarily solo, but bootstrap founder or founders got some traction, but need some cash, maybe to get out of your day job or just double down and marketing and things like that. So they invest in those kind of very particular niche, which is obviously a niche I am personally a part of, which I think is cool. And yeah, I'm really excited. It was very straightforward. So like I said, I've done some little things before, but mostly like the VC level where I would like whatever, it's a fund, but it's like some VC guy runs it and he's like, Jason Calcanis is the main one I've invested in. He's like,
Oh,
hey,
really?
I'm investing in this. Yeah. And it's like you
What
can
is
kick
his?
in.
Like the Launch Syndicate or something?
Yeah, it's like the syndicate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And most of the ones I did with him were like, I mean, it's more than 10 years ago now, probably. But yeah, so those ones are like put in $1,000 or
Right.
$2,000 or whatever, because it's like you're investing super early before the thing even exists. It's probably going to zero and whatever. Got a little tiny piece. But this one was more than that, but not an insane amount of money, but a chunk of money. And yeah, but I think it's cool. I guess I can then also now be involved as like a mentor type person. I'm not
That's what I was going to
totally
say.
sure how
I
that
bet
works.
I bet you end up becoming a Tiny Seed mentor for sure.
Yeah, that'd be cool because like
You'd
I
be
was
good at
like,
that.
yeah, talking to other people about their businesses and
And then
doing
not
business
having to do the
dad.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best part.
That's the
Like,
dream.
here's some advice for you.
Yeah.
It's all leading towards my corner office where I don't
Exactly.
actually do anything.
Yep.
I'm on the way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anything in particular to say about it other than it's cool. I like that they do this. It seems like they actually have a cool little niche that's working well and paying back the investors very quickly, which is
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I'm excited to be a part of it. And I guess maybe go to a MicroConf. I haven't been to MicroConf in a while, so maybe this 2026 I'll pop in at MicroConf, which would be cool.
And you'll get a badge that says Tiny Seed Investor, which is going to feel awesome.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
Yep.
That'll be super cool.
That
I don't think
that's
I've
fun. I'm
go ahead.
excited. I'm excited for you to be invested, obviously, but hopefully you get to do like mentoring stuff. I think you'd be good
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah, I think that's how that works, but I don't know for sure. I will find out. And if I do any of that, I'll report back on the show, I'm sure.
Of
But
course.
yeah, I've known a few people who've done it. And I think everybody had a good experience that I've known that's been invested in. And Rob and Einar are awesome and know their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
they're both super smart and wonderful, and they also have the corner on, not the corner. They have a huge pipeline of these bootstrapped B2B SaaS founders that like follow them. So I think they have an edge on sourcing good good deals. So I'm not terribly
Yeah.
surprised it's all paid in from Fund One already.
Yeah. I mean, it's kinda wild, but yeah, I do think they've really it's like an awesome strategy they've developed to, like, kinda corner the market. I think,
Yeah.
like, yeah, maybe it's not totally cornered, but it's kinda cornered because it's like they do a lot of the content in this zone, and
Hmm.
especially nowadays too, this zone is not as, like, popular a path, I guess you'd say, even though I'm sure it's by numbers the most common still, but, like, all the attention is to, obviously go raise VC money and try to
Hmm.
become a billion-dollar company and all that. So, for people who want a different, slightly less risky path, and more controlled, definitely path, then, the bootstrapped way still works, still out
Still
there. Who'd
works.
have thought? It still works. You
Still
can still sell
works.
B2B, even without VC backing. Who would have
Turns
thought?
out.
Who would have thought? So
Well,
that'll be
exciting
cool.
times.
Yep. All right, what else we got here?
We got to pay the bills, and then
Yes.
we should pick. You pick the next one, but I'm going to pay some
Alright.
bills first. This
Sounds good.
episode is brought to you by our friends at Honey Badger. Move fast and fix things. Still think that's very clever. Move fast and fix things with all-in-one app and infrastructure monitoring for Laravel, Rails, and more. Honeybadger.io, and they have a link down below with some UTM params. So go click on that link so we get just so much credit for sending
Yes.
you over to Honey Badger. Also brought to you by Bento, the refreshingly smarter, spam-free, delightful, reliable email sending platform from our friend Jesse Hanley. Speaking of bootstrapped B2B SaaS, that's Bento for you. That's the email service provider we use at TryHard Studios. So thank you to Bento and Jesse Hanley for sponsoring. And finally, I'm going to see if I can get this one right. Laracon AU. I got some pronunciation notes on my last read, and I promptly forgot them. So, Michael, if you're listening, here we go. Level up your Laravel skills, connect with brilliant people, and experience 2 unforgettable days this November at Laracon AU in Brisbane, Queensland.
Yes, I believe
Is that
that's
right?
correct. Brisbane.
Brisbane,
Brisbane,
Queensland.
Queensland.
I
I
think
believe that's
last time I
correct.
did Brisbane, Queensland. So
Yes, I
it's
believe that's correct.
Brisbane, Queensland.
Yes.
Um, okay, I kind of ran over the whole ad with pronunciation. So Laracon AU in November 2025, down in some part of Australia, Brisbane, right?
Brisbane.
Laracon.au.
Brisbane.
Yeah, I think
I gotta get over
Michael
there.
and Simon, I forget what his last name, Simon V, who works at Tailwind, both
Mm.
DM'd me and were like, so close, bud. And I'm like, nah, I wasn't that close, was I?
Maybe I
So
should have
thank you to
taken that
Honey
one.
Badger
Mm.
Bento and Laracon AU.
All right. A lot of good sponsors this month. Love the sponsors. Sponsor the show. Do yourself a favor. Sponsor the show. This is the premier show in the
It is a
Laravel
premier show.
ecosystem.
It
Yeah.
is.
Get on there. Get your app in front of all these people. People. Okay. Next one. Quick follow up. Tom wrote in. I want to do this. I told him to cover on the show. It's a question for you. I will summarize it very quickly as when you had the job at the property tax company thingy,
Yep.
you've talked about how you have built a lot of like custom specialty apps. And did you have any fear that you were kind of building something too complicated to leave them? Basically, was the gist of his question.
No,
Okay.
because when I was building it, so I was the first developer there, started building out all this stuff, and then hired some other people to come in. And so by the time I left, it wasn't just me. And by the time I left, I made sure that everyone had kind of worked on every part of the app. And then I also stuck around just via Slack for like consulting engagement so that I could make sure that if they had
Yeah.
any like hair on fire questions, they could reach me. So
Yeah.
no, they still maintain it. They still run it. And it's still, I think, one of the competitive advantages of that property tax company is all the internal software that they have. So yeah,
There you
no,
go.
it was awesome. Definitely
Yes.
build out your own internal spreadsheet that links to your database, and you get automation superpowers inside your app when you can do
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes there just isn't an off the shelf solution to some of these problems. So
Yep.
you don't really have a choice. And that's kind of the interesting thing about like Claude Code and things like that now too. Is like somebody new coming in, like I feel like that'd be such a cool advantage to just be able to like ask Claude Code, like, how does this work in the system?
Yeah,
How are these
totally.
things connected? Give me the summary of this part of this app, like to at least guide you in the right direction, Pretty cool age we live in here.
I know that
Um,
that part is very, very useful. Hey, what's going on here? Give me a breakdown, and it just
it
gives you
just
like 8 paragraphs of summary. It's great.
tells you what's up. I think last week I talked about I was building the AI thing to like, did I talk about this? The seed data and HelpSpot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We talked about that. The AI, it's like we're still so far from it
Mm.
replacing anybody. It's just remarkable how everybody talks about it's getting rid of everything. And I'm like, we're so far away from that. But like, so I had it all done, did a couple tweet, everything was fine. Everything was good.
I know where
Right.
this is going. Yeah.
It's not even terrible, but it's just like a little
Everything
example,
was fine. That's great foreshadowing.
Well,
Flawless.
yeah. Two main things. So first is I dug a little deeper. And
Mhm.
there's basically 4 types of content, right? And there's like B2B, B2C, HR, IT. And these are the
'Kay.
different example content for the different HelpSpot primary use cases. But when I dug a little deeper, like they were supposed to have conversations in the ticket, like a back and forth. So it was like a real support, not totally real, but
Mhm.
on quick pass, it's real. But like 2 of them actually didn't have conversations. They only had like initial notes, but they had no conversation. So I had to tell it to go back and do all that. Fine, it did that. And then I'm making the pull request to like post so the other dev here can take a look and blah, blah. And I noticed it made of every one of the content files, of which there's like 80, it made a .bak backup of them.
Oh,
Some point
perfect.
in the
Yeah.
last like couple weeks, I didn't
Fantastic.
even
Mhm.
look at the commit because it was like in the last commit or something where I tweaked one little thing and it for some reason went crazy and made a bunch of backup files.
Mhm.
And so I was like, what? This is the kind of thing like, what if it just randomly makes a like those did nothing, so it's fine, but it could like randomly change anything and screw you.
Yes.
It's a like
It
you
could.
still need the human to watch out what's going on
Yes.
and catch these things. There's not going to be an easy way around that, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, my little AI side note there of AI trying to screw me.
Yep, that checks out. It
Yeah.
loves to make little bitty files. Loves to make little
Yes.
files. Even the Boost guidelines, the Laravel Boost guidelines, which are very good, says stuff like don't make one-off script files. Like just use Tinker or like make an artisan command. And I swear it reads that and it's like, okay, I'll make a one-off script file. And I'm like, God, stop doing that. It's like, test underscore new underscore implementation dot php. And then it just like, hey, am I allowed to run this file? I'm like, why did you make that file? Don't do that. Yeah, it's still hard. It's still hard to keep it like on the straight and narrow.
I just read a thing where Claude system prompt, I think it's in Claude Code, I guess. This Claude Code system prompt, which is I guess open source or whatever, has like a thing in it, like prefer, not making a file over making a file, like something like that kind of thing. And I'm like, maybe I need to like double down on that too and like
Yeah,
really. But then you don't want to not make file. It's like it's
I
all the
know.
things are very subtle. Like sometimes it should make
I
a file.
know.
I don't want to like put a bunch of crap in one file that shouldn't be together because now I've overemphasized that it makes too many files. Like, it's
Yep.
no winning.
And so here we are.
I haven't used the boost yet. Have you used the boost?
I've used the
You've
boost. The boost
tinkered?
is good. The boost is
Okay.
very good. So for context for the dear listener, Laravel Boost is an installable package that gives you a few things. One is tools to interact with your Laravel application more easily. Well, for the AI to interact with it. So it'll list routes and give you like a way to execute Tinker, which is Laravel's REPL. And so it's like, it gives you several tools. But what it also gives you is because it's an installable package, it does introspection, figures out what version of Laravel, what version of Inertia, what version of, I think, Vue, I don't know, but some other major packages
Livewire,
in there, Livewire.
Flux.
And it like creates an MCP server with those docs specifically,
Yeah, that's cool.
which is really, really helpful. Tailwind is one of them. Gosh, because
Yeah.
like always wants to do Tailwind 3, and I'm like,
Yeah.
please don't do that. So I found it very, very helpful. I think I don't know what's most useful. I don't know if Tinker, like the Tinker tool, is most
Mm.
useful, or if the docs are most useful. But either way, it's really good. So yeah, I would encourage it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't had anything to, like, use it in really yet for what I've been doing, but, when I get back to outro, hopefully this week, I'm gonna put Boost in there, and especially for the Flux doc, super looking forward to that, but yeah, even
Yeah,
other things, like, with Tailwind, I was a little like, I wonder if it's gonna work, like, 'cause it knows Tailwind internally, so I would think
yeah.
strongly, like, will it know to go to the MCP server for that or whatever, but I guess I'll find out. Presumably it
Yeah,
will.
find out. I don't know.
Um,
It also
yeah,
creates like a of your choice. I think mine is Claude.md. Maybe it's all standardized on agents.md now, but it
yeah,
creates like a context file that kind of says, hey, this project is using these packages. You can find docs for them through this MCP. Here are the tools you have access to. And so it sets up a little like first run context, which is also very helpful. So I would recommend install it on anything where you're using AI, install it, and it's just gonna like it may not revolutionize it, but it's gonna make it 10-20% better because it's going to have just better context. So,
yeah.
yeah, definitely recommend the boost.
Yeah, there I was a little concerned about that part of it, which I haven't tried it all yet, so I do wanna try it, but the, like, custom Claude or agents file just, like, seemed like it's kind of a wordy,
A little
and
verbose.
a little verbose, and I do worry about that, like, I don't know, I just feel like giving it too much sometimes it gets a little flaky in other ways, so but maybe it's fine, I don't know, I haven't actually tried it, but that was my
It seems fine,
concern.
but you could also, I think, once it creates that, it's yours, and so
Yeah,
you can go in there and trim it down if you need.
right, refeed it to the AI to slim down if I want the slim
Yeah,
version.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So I saw on the internet you got a lot of fake date follow up. So
Lot of fake date follow up.
what happened there?
Well, Ian, uh,
Mhm.
here are some things I love.
Yeah.
I love Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Love my family and friends.
Yeah. Good stuff.
And I love being right. I just love it so much.
That's unfortunate
I
for you
think
in
we
this
went
case.
2 for 3 on this one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We had a big ol' miss on the fake date.
Nah,
So,
nobody's buying that.
nobody's buying that this is a fake date. For
Yeah.
context, I said sneaking out, leaving the babysitter or leaving the nanny there for an hour, sneaking out in, your gym rat clothes, going to the local place, sitting at the bar, eating a quick dinner and coming home. Hey, that's great. What a wonderful thing for us. It's a fake date, though. It's not a real date. To a person, every
Oh, to a
single,
person.
not one person agreed with me. Not even one. Literally 0 people agreed with me. They
Nope.
all, somebody, I think it was Mitch, the Elixir tools guy,
Mm.
wrote an email in that just said, no context, nothing. Wasn't a response to anything. Came in the middle of the week, all lowercase.
Uh,
It's a real date. That
That's
was
all
it.
the email said.
That was the whole
That was the whole
email.
email. It's a real date.
So
Good
I
stuff.
got freaking posterized on that one. It was just I didn't
Eh,
stand a chance.
nah. I
So
mean, these people out there haven't had a
congrats.
date in 6 months. You're like, "We go on this thing every week, but it's not a date. It's
We
just
go
we
out
just
to
roll
dinner,
out."
just the
Yeah.
2 of us,
No
and it's
kids, a
fun. We just talk and
babysitter.
flirt, but it's not a
Yeah.
date. Okay. Well, congrats everyone. You've broken a good man.
There you
You win.
go. Ian's
That
right.
was a date. That was a date.
There we
So
go. That's
fine.
all right.
That's
I love
all.
being
I don't
correct.
want to talk
My
about it, but
favorite.
yes. I love being right. I love it so much.
Oh, man.
I
Sometimes you gotta
missed
let
it.
me be right on these things. You know what can I tell you?
Yeah. So you won that one pretty handily.
I went on a real date as well. It was fake date style, I
A
would
real
say.
fake date? That's
It was a
great.
real fake date.
Tell me.
It was actually our 22nd wedding anniversary
That's real.
on
That is
Sunday.
definitely real.
Yes,
Happy
so that would
anniversary.
thank you. That would normally be real. Like, you'd be like, you're gonna go out to dinner, you're gonna
Oh
maybe
yeah.
get dressed up, whatever, blah, blah. But, like, we had tons of stuff this weekend. The kids had tons of stuff. It was just packed weekend. So instead, we did breakfast date at a
Oh.
fancy sorta in this hotel restaurant type of
Like
thing.
real breakfast? Like
Like
pre 9
real
a.m.?
breakfast. Pre-9 AM it was, maybe it was
Whoa.
around 9 AM. It was right in there. It was too early for brunch. Brunch didn't
Yeah,
start
yeah,
till
yeah.
10, and we were like, "Ah, we're not waiting, just, like, give us what you got." Which had some very delicious lemon regatta, pancake type situation, some sausage. Jamie had, eggs and potatoes and sausage and stuff, and so we had but it's a very nice place, so it was cool, but we weren't, like, dressed up fancy because it's breakfast, so it was great. We did that.
Did
Then we
you
did
get a
all
little
the
champagne? Did you get a little French toast, powdered sugar, anything like that?
I thought about the, like, some mimosas, but I think because it wasn't brunch, they weren't even set up for
Because it was
that,
the
like
crack of
yeah,
dawn.
like,
Yeah.
so we're on the ultra old people fake date, real date anniversary thing, and, yeah, so we did that, and then we did all the kids stuff, blah, 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 and then we, at home around, like, 4 had some wine. So that was
Okay.
the other part. We like connected it back
Yeah.
through, which we haven't been having any drinking of any sort lately. So a little wine to celebrate. It was very nice. Uh, yeah, and there you go.
This
So
is
that was our
this
fake date.
this is very first of all, I'm very happy for you. It's a long
Thank you.
time.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Also, this is
Ah,
the most
appreciate
parent energy I've ever heard. We went
it.
pre 9 a.m. out to
Yes.
breakfast, and
Uh,
then we had some wine at 4 p.m. after all the activities were over. Yeah, that's
that's
like
it.
fully right down the middle parents for sure.
Dude, but, let me tell you, we can see it's like you could almost reach it. It's, like, right
Mm,
there, the, like, post-parent driving people everywhere all
yep.
weekend. It's like, it's so close. It's just a couple of years away now. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
Well, that's very exciting, and I will say on record, real brunch. I think real brunch, like for proper weekend brunchers, starts at like noon.
I would think that's
I think it's
correct, right?
noon or
Yeah.
1. That's when you go out and you see the people who are brunching. Anything before that is like, let's go have a brunch. But brunching, like going to brunch,
Yeah.
is like noon or 1 p.m. and
The
it's
only thing
it's like
about that
Zoomers mostly, but it's not 10 AM. I'm sorry, if they started at 10, that's fine, but
yeah, they started at
you're not going to
10.
see and be seen at a brunch spot at 10 AM.
I agree with that, but I do no, I might be showing my age here, but I would take it when I would partake more in brunch back in the day. That would maybe more like 11. I just remember having the vibe of like, we are drinking before noon, and that is part of the reason for the brunch, is that brunch makes it okay that you can have your
Right,
alcohol pre-lunchtime. And
right.
so like it might be more like the 11:30. I'm drinking. Now I cross over. I'm taking it leisurely. I'm relaxing. I'm gonna be there till 1:30 because it's like
Right.
I'm taking my time with this brunch, which I want. It's kind of what we wanted to, but we couldn't because we were had 7 things to do in
Exactly.
between
Which
9
is why
a.m. and
when you
4.
when you left at 9:15, they had a lot of time to set
Yeah,
up for brunch when the
plenty of
Zoomers
time.
roll in at
Yeah, the
11:30.
Zoomers
Yeah.
can take over and
Or
do
or
whatever they do.
child-free people of any age,
Yeah,
honestly. But it's
they could.
primarily young urban Zoomers who are rolling in and like, "All right, let's do brunch." And that you're right, they do sit around for hours, and I was a part of that at one point in my life, and it was awesome. It's so fun. Love to go out on a Saturday for brunch.
Man. I think
Not
we're
in the
gonna add it
cards.
in more because this place is really nice. Like it's kind of a newer place. We've only been to once before for dinner, so it's like right around the corner from our house. So this might be our version of your
There you
dumpy
go.
bar place
Yep,
that we fold in for some fake real dates.
I support that.
Yeah.
And for you, if you're home by 10 AM, I guess depending on activities, nobody's even awake yet. Kids
Yeah.
are sleeping.
I have to say it's not honestly true. That's what it feels like that should
Ah,
be true, but it's
that
not. My
should be
daughter
true. They're
is up
teens.
early, and the older one, he will sleep more, but he tends to have either stuff going on or he ends up still getting up kind of early by like 8:30 or whatever at the kind of late
Kids, man.
end.
Kids these
I know.
days. You gotta be staying up late and sleeping in.
I know. It's what, no, my daughter is like a real morning. She's like up and at it. She often has stuff in the morning, so it probably goes hand in hand, but yeah, I don't know. Next summer, the middle kid will be driving, well, end of summer. So that'll be good to get that started. And he can take the younger one places maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
That's the scam.
Yeah,
As we've
that's the
discussed, by the time my kids are driving age, humans won't be driving, so I'm not worried about it.
deal. Yeah. Just like you'll be long retired
I'll be
and,
long retired.
yeah.
All the cars will be underground, driving
Yep.
themselves with my kids in them. So it'll be
Oh,
perfect.
man, I gotta send you this video. I think I just posted it on Blue Sky, so you did not see it,
Oh,
but it
I
is
didn't see it.
an in-depth analysis by a city planning nerd YouTuber guy
Mm,
on the Las Vegas boring tunnel and how
mm,
absolutely terrible it is, and, it's great.
mm.
They had so the
Sounds like he's part of the system,
no,
part of
yeah,
the
the
entrenched
anti
bureaucrats. Yeah, that's
no,
what
he's
it
not
sounds like
from
to
Las
me.
Vegas. He's not from Las Vegas. He's no relationship to Las Vegas. They have all the tunnels. First of all, single
Yeah,
lane, which is insane, obviously, because you have to wait for another car to exit before you can go into the tunnel. So there can only ever be one car in the tunnel, and then whatever, you have to coordinate one direction at a time. At the point he was there was only 2 cars in the whole system. There's like 12
operating.
stations. Yes, 2, and 1 was training people. So there was a single car driving people around, and he waited 20 minutes, and he got in, and the woman was telling him, like, Yeah, there's only 2 cars and one's got a training person, so they can't pick up rides. So it's just me. And I had these other people that have been waiting there 30 minutes at the Mirage or whatever. So I had to go down there and pick them up. It's nuts, dude. This whole thing is insane how bad it is.
All right, there's some bugs.
Insane.
We gotta work out
It's
a few
so
kinks.
bad. And then there's this
But
monorail track that goes right over it. And the monorail's operating and it's like profitable and like it's like taking people back
above
and
above
forth
ground?
above ground. It's in the
See, I'm
air.
not interested. Yeah, not
Nah,
interested.
you want to
Yeah.
be underground.
We
Yeah.
gotta be
With the mole people.
subterranean. Yes, we gotta go 3D underground. We'll get there. We'll get
We'll get
there.
there. We'll get
We'll
there.
get there. Just
All
gotta
right.
keep digging.
You got a final update for us. Give it to me.
I do. I'm trying to put in place people around me to be a
Mm,
business instead of just a
yes.
guy, right?
I like it. Yes.
So one of the roles I'm trying to fill is YouTube writer. And I think I talked briefly about this on the last show, but I've found probably 4 or 5 people who seem like they could do it, and I've
Mm.
given them all a sample project.
Yeah.
So gonna pay for 5 people to do the same thing, and then we'll figure out like who do I work best with? What style do I like? Maybe it ends up being 2 or 3
Mm,
of them. I have no problem with that. And my charge to them was, listen, I don't care if you use AI. In fact, I would prefer if you did. But listen, we can't like if you just turn in, an AI script, it's over. Like I'm not going to
right.
ship
Yeah.
that. So what
Yeah.
I need from you is to figure out how to like do the research, write it in my voice, write it in a way that is appealing to YouTube, and then produce the final artifact. And
Yeah.
then if you can set up some sort of workflow in which you are involved, I don't expect you to have AI do the whole thing, but if you can set up some sort of process or system or whatever, that's great because we're just going to run it back over and over and over. And so
Yeah.
I got several people, wide gamut of people, working developers, technical writers, people who have done YouTube, and so I'm gonna give it a shot. So the goal here is that I can be like, hey, I want to do any one of these videos here. I
Yeah.
need you to go and do like the first. I need you to go do the first pass, like do the research, figure out like the a structure that works, and then give me the first version. And then of course I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna tweak it and change it or whatever. But the activation energy on everything is very like it's hard. It's a hard
Yeah.
barrier to get over the
It really
starting
is.
line.
Yeah.
So if I can have somebody do this and potentially help me with courses too, I can be like, hey, let's do
Yeah.
JSON and Redis. Like, go search, go write me some like sample data that I can use in these videos, like
Yeah.
all of that kind of stuff. That is the pre-camera work. I'm trying
Yeah.
to like not outsource, but like get teammates to help me with so that I
Yeah.
can come in and like do the part that's on camera that only I can do. So
Yeah.
I feel optimistic about it. I think out of these 5 people, I think I'll at least find one that I can
Yeah.
work with for a while.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds perfect. Yeah. Cause you just, and as we learned last week, it's very quick for you to be the video part is not the difficult part of this
Correct.
process. Yeah. So we can get somebody to have that forward energy on getting scripts and even content ideas and all that stuff, and you can come in, clean them up a little bit, go back and forth a little bit
Hmm.
over a week, and then bang them out. That's pretty cool. Now, where'd you find these people? Just from online, like just from
Just online.
posting?
Yeah,
Yeah, just like
I
Twitter or
tweeted
whatever.
about it,
Yeah.
yeah, and said, "Send me an email with this subject line," and, like, I got a bunch of emails. Some didn't have the right subject line, so I didn't even read them. It's like, "So I
Yep.
bet you're great, but you didn't even read the first
it's
instruction
so,
I gave you."
it's literally the
Um,
best filter ever. It's like the most.
oh,
It's just like you can't even follow the most basic instruction. Okay, next, let's
next.
go. Yeah.
And then several of them I recognized, like their emails or their little avatars from Twitter, so that gave me more confidence. Oh yeah, I've seen you around. Like I know that you're a real human.
Right.
But yeah, I just kind of like tweeted about it, and people rolled in.
And one of these do?
I told them, so I sent them out, I think on Thursday or Friday of last week, and I said, I know this is the first one. It'll take a little longer. Like, give it to me in a week or two. I don't really care. So
Yeah.
we'll see what they come back with.
Well, that sounds good. So are you trying to pick more than one if more than one are good, or are you going to limit yourself to one?
Not necessarily. If I can't decide between 2, I'll probably just go with 2 for a while. I won't continue to give them the same content because
Right.
that feels like a waste of money, but, yeah, I'll probably just go with 2 because at some point, somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm super busy at work this week,"
Yeah.
or, like, "I've got my own life," and,
Yeah.
it'd be nice to have a backup.
No, I think 2 would be kinda awesome actually, because also 2, you have, like especially if they end up being good, extra good, let's say, you could have them on courses or other things, and,
Yeah,
like, you could, get if you have multiple projects going simultaneously, now you're really moving
I
potentially,
know,
and then you could
and I wanna be
organize maybe
moving.
queue up your recording schedule so you can be like, "Okay, I have enough content to do a day of recording, and I'm just gonna bang out
Exactly.
6, 7 videos or more," or whatever it is,
Yep. I gotta
like
turn
that.
pro. That's the game, is I gotta turn pro. No more of
Yeah.
this amateur hour.
Oh, man. That's tricky. It's a tricky transition in some ways,
It is.
but I like the strategy. I think it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we'll see if
Get
it
the
works.
get the content rolling.
Yep, and I've got
Y
somebody working on, a brand for database school,
Oh, right.
so getting all that stuff ironed out, so I'm feeling optimistic about the future of content. We'll see if it converts to US dollars, which is the ultimate signal,
Yeah.
but I'm feeling optimistic for now.
Well, there's always these down periods too. I feel like August, I know for me, was like a big down period just with everything going on and Laravel, and I took a vacation and dropped
Yeah.
my son off at college last week and whatever. There's always just all this stuff going on, and like, yeah, even just Laracon, like it just takes, especially you are hosting it, you're doing a talk, like so the week before is a mess, you're
Mhm.
doing it, did another conference, the week after is a mess. Just lose that momentum. That's it. But we're getting to
Yep,
fall, which is high momentum period. I feel
I
like
think so.
fall, winter, these are good. Buckle down,
Put on a
kids
little
in
sweater, get a
school.
little soup, let's record some videos,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, let's do it. Let's get in the right mindset. It's not, I mean, you're in Dallas, it's a little different. Up here, it's like, it's not that nice out. It's gray, it's cold.
Yeah.
Just be inside, grinding away on whatever you're doing. I don't know. I always That's the way I always plan it. And then it always ends up where I'm like doing these big ideas on the summer, which stinks because then I'm interrupted and whatever, but just the way it works
It's
out.
the
But
it's the week between Christmas and New Year's for me where I'm like, "I could do anything, and I should do it all." That's the inspiration week for me. That liminal space where nobody's really online
Yeah, that's a nice
and, like,
time.
everything's kinda low key and you have a second to dream, and then that's where it all
Then
happens.
does stuff actually happen in that week for you though, or no? Or does stuff come up and nothing
Ah,
happens?
yeah, January 1st hits and you gotta respond to all the emails and you're like, "Oh, man, I don't have time to do all these dreams." But
Right?
sometimes, it's fits and starts.
Yeah.
We're inching towards progress.
I kinda wanna go away that week this year.
Oh,
I've
that would
never
be
been away that
awesome.
week, but we're always just here, but I don't know. I gotta get Jamie some sun this, winter. This is on my to-do list, whether goes off on her own or we go do something. Winter, hard on her. She doesn't like the winter.
Well,
Gray,
you're in the wrong
cold.
state to not
I
like
know.
winter.
Yeah, it's rough. So we're gonna ship her out at some point, get some rays. Um, but yeah, we were talking about maybe doing a family trip in there. I don't know. We'll see. So tricky to travel that time of year though, because everybody's traveling, which makes it
Yep.
super annoying, which makes me not want to travel.
Makes you wanna
So
stay home, eat some
yeah,
soup, dream
yeah.
dream a little dream. Yep,
And we're
I feel it.
so far north here. It's not even like, well, let's just drive and we'll drive down. It's like a good 20-hour drive to where it's warm.
Hell
So
no.
not doing that.
No way.
But the airport's a mess. So, I don't know. But
Speaking of super
mm.
cold, are you going to Livewire Con?
So this is an interesting little story here. WireCon, which I think there's no actual announcement yet, right? I looked the other day. I mean, he
He's
talked about it, but
he's
like,
tweeted it and he's booked a ballroom, but I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah. He
there's,
talked
like,
about the
anything.
dates. I think it's October
Yeah.
28th or something like that.
It's so soon.
But yeah, I know there's no tickets for sale. There's no like actual information. Yes, I'm very excited about LiveWireCon.
'Kay.
I'm 90% going. I plan on taking a train, which is very
The
intriguing.
ice
It's
train?
the ice train. Amtrak runs an ice train up to the
Yeah.
Great White North. Yes,
Good luck,
exactly.
yeah.
Yes. So you got the nice business class seat on the Amtrak,
Ah,
nice and
okay.
big and cushy. Okay, it's and way cheaper than on an airplane for the business class anyway. And that's my plan. It's a 6.5 hours from Poughkeepsie to Buffalo. So not too.
Okay.
By the time I like drove to the city and got through security and dealt with all the stuff and fly, it's like not that much more time. So I figured try the train. Little asterisk, which is that if the Brewers, which have the best record in baseball right now,
Okay,
if
okay.
if they are in the World Series,
Mhm.
I gotta go to the World Series.
Okay.
So now if they keep things as they are right now, they would be the home team based on their record. And so they would be playing on like the 24th and 25th. And then we could come home on the 26th. And then Livewire Con, I think, starts the 28th or 27th or something. So like it's a little
Some real
tight.
divination going on here. If they have
Yes.
this record, then they'll do this. Yeah.
That's a little tight. The World Series would take priority for me if there's some conflict there, but I think the way it works out, there's not if he uses the dates he's already talked about, Caleb, then I don't think there's an actual conflict. It's just that they will be right up against each other, but I can work with that. Oh, I mean, I could in theory take a boat. How cool would that be? Like some kind of boat across the Great Lakes, like that'd be pretty cool. But
Seems awesome. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think
But
that's gonna happen.
and now we would actually have to fly to Chicago. So there's a whole nother little thing here because like flying to Milwaukee from here is actually tricky. So, but there's a million flights a day to Chicago, and O'Hare is pretty far north. So we could fly to O'Hare and then drive to Milwaukee. It's only like an hour from O'Hare. There's a lot going on.
I'm gonna be honest. You lost me a little while back, but that sounds exciting. That you're gonna go to WireCon. That's so fun.
Are you going to go to WireCon? How about that?
No, it's in
No, come
Buffalo.
on. Buffalo in the winter. What could be wrong with
It's
that?
the Great White North. No, it sounds fun. It seems like it'll be a lot of fun. I don't use
Yeah.
Livewire. I'm trying not to travel very much, and it's in the
Yeah.
Great White North in the winter.
It's
So
all
no.
stacking up against you.
Yeah, that's 0 for
Thought
3.
maybe you'd host. Get you out there hosting.
Yeah, maybe. As a non-Livewire user, I think I could probably still pull it off pretty
You could
well.
pull it
But
off. Lots of people host things that they don't
yeah,
know about.
that's the
That's a
whole
thing.
that's the whole thing I'm trying to do
Yeah.
is be the host of everything. No, I have no plans. No plans
Okay.
to go.
I will report back if it works out. I think it's cool they're doing it. I'll be curious to see how many people they get to come to
Mhm.
Buffalo for Livewire Con or WireCon or whatever this thing's called. But I think he said, what did he say? Like maybe he's trying to get like 150 or something like that.
I think they can pull that off.
I think it's doable. I think it's doable.
It's short though,
Yeah.
right? It's one day.
Well, I think it's like one day of talks with the second day of something
There's got to be a
quasi-official
second
or
day
something. You gotta have a
if you're
second
gonna
day.
get Europeans to
Yeah,
cross the
or anybody
pond.
really.
You got to give them more than a day.
I think you need the second day just to make people feel like maybe the second day can be lighter, like
Oh yeah, it could be hackathon, hang fest,
yeah,
whatever.
something like I don't need the second day, but I think in general, from a conference organizer perspective, you need the second day to make
I
people
agree.
feel like they can justify the travel
Amortize some of
expense.
those
Yeah.
costs.
Look at this guy with his big fancy
Still got
accounting
it. I still
words.
got it,
He
man.
still got it. Yeah, so I think they did say on one of the podcasts that that's the plan. So yeah, I mean, I think with the Thunk guys running it and with Caleb, there'll be a lot of wacky antics, which I
Oh,
think will be
it's gonna be
entertaining.
a blast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be as buttoned up, I think, as a Laracon, traditional Laracon.
Hmm.
So I don't know if Taylor's. I think there was some talk of maybe Taylor going, but I don't know if we'll
That'd be
see if
cool.
that
I
happens.
bet he goes.
I would think he might.
If there's
That'd
no
be cool.
conflict, I bet he goes.
Yeah. So that'd be cool if Taylor's there. Um, yeah, so we'll see. But I'm very excited about that. For a long time, I wanted to do something like that. So yeah, and it's in my backyard ish. So I feel like go support the team, hang
Yeah,
out.
you got to go for sure.
I'm a live wire
We'll
man through and through. So
we'll put a pin in it for later, but we got to do a mostly technical con at some.
yes. So I was actually thinking
Uh,
about this the other day.
okay, here we go.
I don't have any like big thoughts. Totally, there's something there. Now
There's something there.
there's a core question.
Yep.
This is the main thing I was thinking about. Do you want to make money or not?
I can tell you where my heart is, and then we can talk about strategy. I think my gut reaction is yes, followed quickly by it's really hard to make money off of events. So maybe that
Yeah.
doesn't even make sense.
Well, so the thing is, like, I feel like to make money, it has to be online. Like, that's how you make money.
See, that's not as fun.
Yeah. That's kind of was my feeling too, a little bit. Although Laracon has abandoned the online. So it's like there's a little bit of a like aspect of a little hole in that part of the world, a little bit. Although now you have like the monthly meetup thing and there's other stuff. So it's not like a
Yeah,
giant
and I
hole.
don't think mostly
but-
technical con would be like technical talks.
No, I don't think it would try to cover that. I think it would have to be more like Laravel businessy
Right.
kind of angle to it, right? Like, yeah, definitely not just like a Laracon technical talk type thing for sure. So I don't know. So that's the one factor there. It's also way less work. It's more money and less work,
Way,
which
way
is
less work.
a nice other benefit.
I do like that.
But the people being in person is awesome, and like
So
that,
fun.
it does give it like a vibe. I wonder if we could do a middle ground. I mean, it's kind of like we did with the party, but like the next level up without being like a full dog and pony show conference. Like I think Tailwind did that, right?
They did the
Like a
night,
it's
Tailwind
like
Connect
one
night.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 5 hours. We're gonna blow it out. We have a couple of talks. Maybe do it. I mean, they pulled it off. They have a much bigger audience than us, obviously, but in a very
Mhm.
hard to reach location. We picked a not as hard to reach location. We could probably get some grouping, but I don't know. It's hard to get people for a 1 day thing though. We just talked about
It
that. So
is. It
I don't
is.
know.
It is. Yeah.
So it kind of has
But
to be a
I
full
do
thing.
I do like the business tech crossover. That's what I would want the
Right.
programming to be.
Yeah. I think that has to be that's the logical kind of angle to it all. Hmm, I don't know. There's a
Think
lot
about it.
there.
There's a
Yeah,
lot there, but a lot of work there.
it's a lot of work. I mean, the in-person conference is a lot of work
Lot of work. We would
no
basically
money.
need like Sam or Abby or somebody to like plan it for us.
Taylor, we need your whole marketing team for a couple
Can I
months to do our
borrow your
150
employees?
person
No, we're
conference.
not gonna pay them. No. I
No,
mean just borrow their
yeah, we
time.
just it's a
Yeah.
community event. It's for the
Yeah.
community. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like so much work. There's no money. That part's hard.
But it would be legendary.
Okay. What about this? What if we take the mostly technical party on the
Yes.
road
Okay.
to other Laracons? So
Oh,
it's like a little like a
wow.
thing at a few of the
Wow.
Laracons. I don't think we should do all of them. I don't think we can pull that off, but like whatever. Let's just say EU. I'm not committing to anything, but like let's just say we did mostly technical party at EU, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And so
Uh-huh.
now we have like a couple mostly technical parties a year. It's butting up against an event,
We're
which a lot
we're
of our listeners will
ramping.
be
Yeah.
there. Like
I like that. We're getting
something
in
like
there.
that.
We're getting some events flowing that can then naturally lead to a standalone event in the future.
Potentially can be standalone or full day before a Laracon in some other
Mhm.
capacity,
Mhm.
or could
Mhm.
be, I don't know, something where like we're piggybacking. We know a lot of our people will be at these things, so they
This is
can
good.
justify their travel.
This is good.
If we want speaker, if we like up the size a little bit and we had somebody give a little hour talk as part of the thing, like it's gonna be somebody who's already there, probably,
Right.
like I don't know, like stuff like that.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Something, maybe.
All right, we'll workshop this. This is
Yeah,
something.
that's
This is
something.
something.
It's a possibility. It's a middle ground.
I'm not signing up to go to all 4 Laracons, just
No, no,
so
no.
the record is clear.
Whoever's Lateral
Yeah.
marketing people, we are not
Hank,
committing to
don't
anything like
even
that.
unsend the message, Hank.
Yeah.
I know that you sent me one as soon as you heard that. I'm not going to all 4.
4, there's more than 4. That's just the 4 official ones.
That's
Then
the
you got
4
all the
cons. Yeah, there's
yeah,
Laravel lives
yeah.
everywhere.
So what, probably like 7 or 8 things,
Yeah.
something like
I
that?
think Live Denmark just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch. All
So,
right, this
yeah,
is interesting.
not all of them, but yeah, maybe one more, like maybe 2026 we do US and one other one's like a little thing.
All right, I'm
Then
into it.
2027, do more, bigger, better.
Take the show on the road.
Yeah, something like that. We should at some point do a live show in or around one of these things
We
too.
should.
We got to figure that out. I think it'd be easier if you weren't doing all the stuff you did at this last one. Like if you have at some point one,
Interesting.
like maybe like if we were at a EU where you have no other commitments than to
Where I'm
do the
carefree
mostly
and
technical.
easygoing. Yeah.
Yeah. Then it might be easier for us to plan that as opposed to like when you're writing a talk and doing a talk and
Right.
hosting and all the stuff. It's kind of a lot to then organize a live show and all that stuff. But I think that would be kind of cool if we had a spot where we did a live show and
that would
people
be fun.
watched and
Yeah.
people were jazzed, and then right after is the party, and that'd be cool.
We
All right.
we should think about the order. Comedians do a 2-drink minimum for a reason, so maybe we have a little party and then we record,
Ah.
and
Yeah,
then
well,
we
there's
keep
like a
partying.
cocktail hour, then
Cocktail
we record the
hour.
show.
Yes.
A little after.
So then everything we
Yes.
say is funnier, sounds
Yeah.
good on audio.
100%. You're
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
right about this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so a spot where we could hang after, or yeah, maybe the party is. It's so tricky though because I'm definitely gonna lose my voice in the
I know.
pre-party,
I
but
know.
that's all right. We can figure that out. I'll get the medications. I'll get drugged up. It'll be all right. Make it work.
Yes, performance enhancing drugs so that you can speak
Yes.
for 2 days. This should be
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you
Ah,
can
let's
figure
get
that
through the
out.
one, just 4 hours probably, 4 or 5
That's right.
hours all in. It'll be all right. All right, let's doodle. Let's doodle.
Let's
Let
noodle. A lot of good ideas, a lot of good content on this episode.
Give us your ideas for what Mostly Technical should do down below.
Flawless. Flawless.
All right. We will see you next week. Check us out, mostlytechnical.com. That's where you can sponsor, which you should definitely do. That's where you can find the old shows. That's where you can find the link to write in, link to go to the sponsors, all the stuff, social media. Someday we're going to have an outro thing that I have a consistent outro, although maybe that'll be less fun. Maybe I need an AI thing in outro that writes a
Wrap it up,
different
Ian.
outro for you
Wrap
every
it up.
time.
You're spiraling. Wrap it up.
6 o'clock Ian, baby, is what you're getting. All right. Well, we'll see you
The
next
momentum
week.
just kept picking up, and you
I could
kept
do this
pointing the
outro
finger at the
for like
camera.
3-minute outro. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. I got all kinds of ideas. I'm really restraining myself. I have so much more to say,
Oh,
but
it's
we're gonna
amazing.
wrap it up. See you next week.
All right. Thanks for
Bye.
listening. Bye.